Now, right now, we're going to have the first frame play, so that's good. She'll already be in the right pose. Then we're going to be holding up and waiting. Okay, that's good. Well, how about this? I'm going to change our default game type to be a cinematic game type, which puts us into the game not as a player running around with weapons, but more as a spectator.
Right.
And I want Start Movie to start out automatically. Okay? So check this out. First of all, let's go ahead and come up here to Edit, and so it's getting a little late here. Excuse me, View, and come down here to Level Properties, and come down to Level Info, and then we'll come down here to Default Game Type, and we're going to change the game type to Unreal Game dot Cinematic Game, like such. Okay, now with this in place, this will put us in here in the spectator mode. Now, that means I can't really run around and hit the trigger that I put outside to start the whole thing off. So watch this. I'm going to come in here, and we'll play this one frame of animation, and then I'll go ahead and insert another thing for it to do. And guess what this is going to be?
I can't imagine.
How about a trigger event in here? So we'll trigger out here, Start Movie. So you see all of these broadcasts that are starting to take place all over the level, but they're all very important as they're taking care of a particular thing that needs to occur.
But check this out. That means that we have to go to our go-to action and change that over to 2.
I got a better one for you. Instead of go-to action, since we're no longer in the game to re-step on anything, how about we just get rid of all that altogether?
Right.
Instead of go to action, how about we go to the menu? So this is kind of like a brand new movie for the beginning of
our
tournament. So we'll go ahead and just simply clear that out, and then we'll come down here and say that instead of going to action, let's go ahead and do go-to menu, like such. But there's a problem with this. Remember, play anim is not latent, so as soon as she starts to play animation, we go straight to the menu, meaning we never even saw this. So what I'm going to do is come down here and insert something between the play animation and the go-to menu, and that is, boy, this is a very handy action here. That is wait for anim end. Okay, so this will cause us to wait for the animation that we just triggered up here to come to an end before we go to the menu.
And of course, that is latent.
That's right, that is a latent action. That's going to hold us up so we can't progress forward. So that's all starting to look pretty good. Let's see, anything else you can think of? Let's just go ahead and save this and see where we're at, because sometimes you get so many things going on, it's very easy to forget. And I don't even have a cheat sheet with me. I'm just making stuff up. Let's go ahead and minimize that. And come into the game and let's see if I have to touch anything. Look at that. I didn't even have to touch my mouse. Automatic. Terror from the deep. And come around. A little fade out. Here comes my camera cut. A 3D Buzz production.
And a fade out.
And then it fades out. And a cut. And we come down, or here comes my fade out right here, actually. So fade out, and fade up with her doing the action. Ooh, look at that. Whoa. Yeah, baby. And coming around. And there we go. And coming back, and all right. And fade out, and into Unreal Tournament 2004's menu. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. There's only one last thing I want to show you, and that's going to bring all of this to a close, and that is the most important part of creating your own movie, and that is...
pull out the vodka.
Here it comes. Nope, good try, but watch this. We'll bring this up. Pink.
Hey.
Hey, we've got to have the letterbox format in there, because now it feels like a movie. So how hard is this? Well, check this out. We'll simply come back over here to our scene managers on Start Movie, since this is the one that's dealing with our viewport cameras. We'll come down here to B Cinematic View. We'll set it to true, make sure everything's saved, and we'll simply kick back and enjoy the show. So here it comes.
Where's the popcorn when you need it most?
I know it. So look at that. Look at that.
Ooh.
Terror from the deep. And now it's a B movie.
Yes, now it's an official B movie.
Somebody died on that very bridge. Actually, it's the truth. I did. Playing the game several times. So down, little fade out, and fade up. It looks so much better with the letterbox format in there. And it may not have hurt to have adjusted our cameras there to kind of keep her more center, if you will.
Right.
But that's fine. I think everybody gets the idea by now. So let's go ahead and exit out of UT 2004. Yes, we do. And it'll jump back in here. And with that, that's going to wrap up everything that we wanted to show you in regards to how to make your own cutscenes, your own movies, using the new, well, not new, it's been out for a while now, but the Matinee tool inside of Unreal Tournament.
Right. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. So with that, that's going to wrap all this up. So thanks a lot, everyone. See ya.